Hello everyone, this is Peter Stone. I took a bike ride from my house. I'm renting a house in Florida, and I was down in St. Petersburg, and it was a little crowded, and I went there for a purpose. I was doing a project for my Total Life Freedom program for people with RVs, people who love to travel. So I was giving them some guidance and tools to ways to make money, to go to fairs, festivals, and events. And the whole thing imploded, of course, like everything else that's taken place in the last couple of months. So I didn't want to stay there. Where I was staying wasn't like the best place, but it was fine. I had a great swimming pool. They closed it. Great bicycle riding. They left that open. But I kept on being guided to the north, where this illness thing is not very rampant, or there's very little bit of it. So I kept on being pushed, and I remembered the rolling hills of northern Florida, and I took a couple of drives, and I kept on focusing on it. And I had loaded up a trailer with my desk and all my writing things and everything I had, because I left from Massachusetts back in December to do this project. So I always like to go where I'm guided, and there's no worries because it's always an adventure, and you always get better than you expect. So I got up, and on my way to this one rental, which wasn't very nice, but it was in a good location. It was okay. It was a lot of space, totally renovated. It just wasn't my kind of space. But I thought, okay, I can do anything for a month next to a beautiful lake. And so I saw in Craigslist this brand new renovated house up in this little town called Floral City, Florida. I knew nothing of it. I knew it was up by Ocala, and I just driven through areas like that. So I said, let me stop on the way to this rental with my trailer full. I just left this one place in St. Petersburg. I stopped in. The guy and I who own the house, he comes there like 5 times a month because his girlfriend's mother lives in the area, and he goes up and helps her. She did some shopping. She's 83. He said she is so healthy. You can't believe it, but he comes up because he puts a spark in his day, and he helps her go shopping. She doesn't shop in one store. She shops in 5 stores when she goes shopping, because she wants to get the best of everything. She's the kind of lady that eats 5 almonds and a couple of raisins and this salad and that. And she is fit, 83. And this guy, the landlord, says she drives like Mario Andretti. Look at this place. This is a bicycle path, 46 miles long. It's a half a mile out my front door. Look, this is beautiful. Beautiful place. When you don't worry about it and just go, you get the best gifts in life. It's us when we get in the way. I want this, I want that. Oh, what about that? What about this? What about it? Who cares? Just get out and get the gifts of life. You got a flat tire? Wonderful. It probably kept you from getting an accident or some other thing. It slowed you down. Maybe it stopped you from getting a ticket. Who knows? It doesn't matter. But one thing's for sure. Look at this beauty. Nobody here. I don't know, population 20,000 or something. This is the town of Inverness. Land of the free. I'll post the flag a little later. It says Inverness. Look at this. Heroes work over there. Look. All right. So this bike path goes another, and I drove the other way another 15 miles back that way. Horse farms, beautiful, beautiful places. So anyway, I'm driving up the 1st of May to get a rental place, which it was okay, as I said. And I just thought, let me stop in this place in Florida City. I pulled up, I started talking to this guy. His wife was his girlfriend, writing articles for a dive magazine. Maybe I've been advertising it for 20 years. She knew everything about Crystal River, all of the places around here diving, all the clear water diving. So, and this guy, he is just like loose guy, living life like a loose garment. And I got this whole place to myself. And he shows up 3 or 4 times a month. Hey, it's peaceful. I walk out the front of my house. There's a 30-acre farm there. Quiet. Crows, birds I've never seen before. Flowers I've never seen before. Beautiful peace. The lake is all around that house. Everywhere, the lake. So, he said, do you need a hand moving your desk in? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So that was that. I moved in. I got a cool room overlooking all these beautiful trees, lots of flowers, and it's just me living in this place. I didn't have to share it with anyone. And this pathway. So I thought I would take a ride downtown tonight because I hadn't been in the town on my bicycle. And I wanted to check it out and see how the action is, because we all know Florida's opening up. People are out, they're in the bars, they're in the restaurants, they're out at the park. And I'm going to turn around here because I don't want to end up in Dunedin and it's getting a little dark. So, head back the other way. Hey Margaret, how are you? So I'm heading back this other way down here. I don't know how to turn this thing around, but I guess it's not gonna. Down there. It's very similar to when I moved to England. When I moved to England, myself, my family, Brad and Pam, we got a place 500 feet up over the hill. And at the bottom of the hill was a beach and a little port called Westport, England, in Dorset. And it was a gift. They just built this long, it's like a cement boardwalk in front of the whole coast for like a couple miles. And these beautiful spirals. And at the end of the dock, at the end of the pier, it had all these rolling bumps. Almost for, like, if you want to do some sport riding. And at the end was this big circle of stone. And you could stand in the center of that and you could do vibrational work. You could do chants, you could do humming, you could do vibration. And it would really build, you could feel the vibes. It was just another amazing gift. And I mean, I don't know where I'm going, you know, and who cares? All I know is where I'm going is always interesting. I always meet interesting people and see very cool things and discover so much in life. And when I don't feel like going on it, and I know I should, I ask myself, well, Peter, you really need to get out. You need to go out. You're being pulled a little bit, but you're feeling lazy. You're like, I don't want to go. But rationale kicks in and says, every time you get up and you do something different from what you know you've always been doing. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, all along the bike path. Yeah, how beautiful. Look at the clouds. Hey, how are you? I mean, there's the west. Look at these trees. Just amazing, and the air is fresh and alive, and I'm fresh and alive, and I'm totally charged, and I have a lot more energy up here than I did down in St. Petersburg. The vibe wasn't my vibe, that's all. So, as I said, I was doing a project, but all along here, there used to be a railroad on this bicycle path. So they have a bike ride every year in May called Rails and Trails. But they canceled it this year because of this silly virus thing. See the benches here? Look at this. It's beautiful. Both sides, water. I mean, and I'm always looking for the water. And it's what a gift. This place is loaded with lakes, beautiful trees, and it's like hidden because everybody comes to Florida wants to go to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Disney, Tampa, Clearwater, all the boring boxes. They're all boring. They're like so predictable and so sanitized. Yeah, you know, you can say it's upscale, there's class there, but geez, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of people. It's just not my style. I'm kind of the pirate guy, mountain man. So I did 𝗣𝗿𝘁cie training, and one of the coaches there said, Peter, look, in the first 10 minutes, you're a poor man, Richard Branson, okay? So I only got millions, he has billions. So she said, just consider yourself the poor man Branson. Because you can't go to a hotel and speak. I said, I know. I charter a sailboat in Turkey that holds 30 people. And we do a mastermind. That's what we do. We do that. Because the box and the perfect carpets and the... Oh my gosh, and another mastermind I went to. Expensive one. I got fried chickens with cheese sauce poured on top of it at a 5-star hotel on California's coast. And I almost fell on the floor because that stuff isn't congruent with the message. You know, we're there working on our mind, our health, our body, our spirit, and we're having this high-end party and giving this stuff. In my book, you got to go the extra effort, go to the extra mile. Send someone in their car 40 miles to go get the right food at whatever the cost is. That's what you got to do. You got to live your vibe. And if it costs you money, so what? There's a ton of money in the world. Here we go. Look at this. This is all new here. All new. They got a place called the Depot, I think, and they're going to put a market in this. So, this was just built. Look at this lake. Downtown. Downtown. All the space you want. Few gators here, yeah. That's cool. There's room for all of us. Hey, Linda. Hey, Matthew. Hey. Yeah, so this is similar to what happened to me and my family in England. They built the new pier, the new dock, like this, brand new cement, but it was classically done, beautifully done, brand new. And I'm feeling like, well, I just arrived, and they finished it last year, just like this. Matter of fact, you'll see up here, there's one dock that isn't quite finished. That's how new it is. Someone told me, Peter, this is new. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. Really cool. I said, and if you understand the power you have, not the power I have, the power you have, the power we all have, with our expectation and our intention. Look at this brand new called the 𝗣𝗍. This whole area is called the 𝗣𝗍 and Freedom Park. Sure. Be in your broadcast. Hello, I don't know what that is, but you're welcome to come in. Yeah, so there's a volleyball over there, beach with no waves. Oh man, I missed it, but we'll go out there. There is this cool park. Here you go. This brand new, over the water. Well, it's a walkway, but I make it a bike way. Whatever way it is, it's the way to go. Hey, how are you? So, this is a cool park. Over there is a pier right there. There's a dock out there, and they're going to put one here. They're just not finished. That's how new they are. These are brand new, everything. Look at this. Look at this ride on a bike. Oh, yeah. I'm riding my bike. Hey, how are you? On your left. Any alligators?
Nope.
No, not tonight, huh? So I thought this was like a cool place to come and watch the sunrise. Sunset's there, sunrise is there. I mean, you just flow through this. Flowing through this little maze and turns of life force here. These trees, like there's a lot of this in Georgia, but we're in northern Florida, and as you can see, there's a lot of it here. So this is the end of this little trail. Whoops. Anyway, if you're still with me and you're just coming on, I am in Inverness, Florida, and I just saw the flag waving downtown. Their banners and their motto for the town, home of the free. People are out. You can see. People are walking. People are shopping. People are eating. People are free. People are free in Florida to do almost what they want. They really are. Whatever they want, but try to help your neighbor and keep a little distance. Hey, how are ya? So, this goes and goes, the birds. This goes and goes down this pathway. So, another wonderful additional benefit of, look, more lakes, more beauty. No traffic, no crowds, really comfortable living life. So another benefit of this little area, stop, have a seat, watch the sunset. There's not a piece of trash on the sidewalk or on the side of the bike path here. So, in your day, the W word, I don't even like to say it, you know, the 5-letter W word that has a cousin 4-letter F word. I guess I'll say them, but I don't really want to say them because they're not useful. It's when you're free of pressured thoughts and you're living into your life, no matter what's going on around you. The one question, the most difficult question I ever learned to to apply to the most difficult situation ever handed to me. We're all handed them, not just me. We're all handed, given these situations. Many of them are very uncomfortable, extreme situations. But it's our job. On your left. On your left. On your left. Yeah. She was on her phone. Locking it on your phone. I mean, what's that about? Anyway. Is to find the upside, to find the benefit in every single gift. And our perception, well, we're uncomfortable, we don't like it, it's a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's a less than useful thing. But our job is to find the upside, to find the gift in it all, because it's there when you look. It's really there. And sometimes to make us a stronger individual, a better person, if you will, the person that we should be, the person that we really are, but we're covered with so many layers and we're taught so many things that aren't realities to us, but it's the way other people say we should do things, say we should think. There's one great author, 𝗍𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿. It's not the Krishna religion, it just happens to be his name, 𝗍𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿. And he said, we are here to find that opportunity in everything, and we know all the answers to everything. And when you're getting instruction from somebody else, you listen to other people, you learn from other people, but you are not other people. You are you, right? So you have to do exactly what's right for you. And for a lot of us, we got to peel back all that crap that we've been taught. All the things that aren't us. We have to peel back. And that's a big job, because we've been stacked on our aunts, our uncles, our teachers, our cousins, our this-uns and our that-uns. All of them. With good intentions, sometimes not, but mostly yes. This is what I was taught. This is what my father taught me. This is my grandmother taught me. This is their grandfather taught me. And so on and so forth. And that is the rule? No, it's not the rule. Perhaps it might have been the rule for them, and in most cases it probably wasn't. But they just went along with what they were told because they were taught that that's the right way. And is it really the right way? Is there a wrong or a right? There is a comfortable space where we can live and be our most productive and our best, whatever that is. But I can't try to be somebody else. I tried that. I tried that many times. We've all tried it. Oh, do this, do that, do this. Yes, of course, let me try it. And as I did these things, I realized this was good. What that person taught me, this was good. 10% here, 30% there, 5% here, a couple of percent here, a lot over here. And you stack up. It's like putting the puzzle together, but a lot of the parts of the puzzle, they're not your parts, they belong to somebody else. So they have to be put back in someone else's game or given to somebody else. Maybe they fit their game better. And there's no harm in sharing them because they may be useful. Little intersection there. So I'll step back a little. I was bringing Pam to the airport back in December, and we're trying to think. Business is tough. Thinking next, where's a good market? So that's why I went to Florida, because I know Florida. And she went back to Thailand, and she's still in Thailand. Hi, Pammy. She is a courageous woman. Smart, tough, loving, caring, kind angel. All in one package. She's out doing yoga at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, riding her bicycle. And she gets it in. There's like not even thinking about not doing it. There's just doing it. And I believe I might have had a little influence over the years. And she doesn't even eat white rice anymore. To get a Thai person to not eat white rice is well, that's like almost unmeasurable. I don't know anybody in Thailand who could do it, except Pam. Pam could do it. She's got willpower. And I'm very fortunate that my parents had willpower. They said, smoking kills you? Really? They both quit. Both of them. So, fortunately, I did pick up a little bit of that. And on Pam's side, she had that. She's got a strong core. So when back in 1990, when I discovered in '89, I discovered what was that? 𝗣𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿, right? 𝗣𝗲𝘁. So in the wintertime, I wasn't rowing my boat and I wasn't riding my bike, and I got to go to work. Billy Blanks is brilliant. He said, "You got no excuse. You don't have time for a 20-minute workout? Here's an 8-minute workout. Everybody's got time for 8 minutes. And I'll tell you, that 8-minute workout is good. I still have the old videos saved in my YouTube library. Why? It's effective. So, I'm doing this in front of our TV in Maryland. We have our big office in Delaware. And I would do it in the morning, but a lot at night. And she would stand behind me. And she's like, doesn't have the rhythm, but she got it. And she started slowly doing it. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. Next thing, I'm sitting on the sofa, tired. Come on, get up and let's do some 𝗣𝗲𝘁. So you see, a lot of people know how that works. That's why we have partners in our life. And the next thing, I won't do 𝗣𝗲𝘁 advanced. That's like for crazy. My daughter probably would, Brianna. But the next thing I know, Pam blows past the basics. She's into the advanced. 45 minutes. This is hard stuff. I'm like, I tried it a couple of times. It's not where I want to go. Because I like to ride a bike hard. I like to row in a rowing shell hard. That's my thing. I'm not kind of the workout guy, but I did do the 20-minute basic. I still do it. And it just gets a good burn on for 20 minutes. So Pam is really disciplined. She's running the factory in Thailand. I got shipwrecked here because they stopped all the flights going back to Thailand. So that kind of comes full circle to the story why I'm here in Thailand and making the best of it, making the most of it. I found a desk. It's a very heavy, solid oak desk, but it's only 58 inches long and 26 inches wide. It's a perfect writing desk. And I won't part with it, because when I moved, I rented a U-Haul trailer. And it wasn't the price, because I got it. Nobody wanted it because it was so heavy. So I got a bargain on it. I mean, that's great. $40 at a Salvation Army. Helping the people that need help. Helping the guy that needed the desk. It cost me more to get it delivered than it did to buy it. So, I have my desk. I'm working, fully engaged. I have my path. My pathway. So So I have to say, what's your pathway? Are you on it? Are you riding it? Are you thinking about life? Because I went downtown and I saw this flag, this banner. I'll post it a little later. I had this poster for the town, Inverness, land of the free, land of the free. With all this stuff I read on posts and glance in the news, freedom is priceless. And I know I've traveled to over 100 countries, and when people really don't know what it's like to be free. Even Pam loves America. When she first came here, she was like amazed at the people and how everything was so neat and organized and people cared about each other. There's a certain part of the Thai culture that is not necessarily, if you want police protection, you have to pay for it. They don't just come. You have to go there, pay them, and get them to do their job. Because the government pay doesn't work. It's just not how the system works. Slowly, it's changing, I'm sure. But back to the adventure of letting life flow and living life really on life's terms. So all kinds, this whole area is a protected park. So I turned around. I live maybe 6 or 7 miles now from downtown Inverness, the big city. I don't know, maybe it's 20,000 as I said. But in the little town I'm in, be lucky if there's 2,000 people. But when I ride around, I'm riding around the lakes. And every morning, birds I've never seen before come and greet me while I sit and I have my organic, everyday British tea and just sit in silence. And I get to just be quiet. And I love the quiet space, the quiet, the peace, and I can feel some stuff emerging because I've been living in this space all by myself and nobody to talk to. Like I talked to Pam and Brianna on the phone, and I do a few Skypes with a few people. Some of you are on here. But that's it. I mean, there's no real interaction. I don't really go out to restaurants or anything. I tried a couple. The coffee wasn't as good as I would like it to be. So I just make my own, and everything's organic. And I eat my salads. I did see some organic burger on sale, so I took it. I don't eat much beef about every 5 or 6 years. But sometimes the body needs to have some things it talks. And the most important thing to do is to listen. And not make a big deal about it. Do what the body tells you to do. Do what the mind tells you to do. Don't resist it. Listen carefully. And I'd say that's the biggest benefit I've had in all this forced quietness, because I can't get back to Thailand. So focusing on where I wanted to go, I got this place. I mean, I walked into spotless, brand new clean. Everything is just like a brand new house, and no one living there. I'll take it. It's a nice temporary stop. And in the stop, the discoveries are wonderful. So, the dark trail. You know? I wonder, where does it go? Well, I know now. I didn't know when I first got on it. I knew nothing. I still know nothing of this area. And that's how I've traveled to the 101 countries, plus or minus a few, around the world. Actually, it's more. Who cares once you go past 100? Sounds good. Can't deny it. So, traveling here is like a mix. I was telling Brianna, it's like a mix of Maryland, Massachusetts, and England. Elements of all of it. So sitting and writing and thinking, just thinking. No music. Every now and then I pop on to Facebook and crank up the music. I mean, sometimes we gotta get some stimulus. I don't mean financial, I mean mental, physical, and spiritual stimulus to keep the vibe going inside, the spirit, the life spirit, and that's what music gives me. And then the food, the clean food, gives me the energy and clarity. I swear. Thank you, 𝗣𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿𝗆, by the way. He talks about mushrooms, all these different mushrooms. And I was taught a long time ago, mushrooms are all not good for you. You shouldn't eat them. But there's certain kinds of mushrooms that are healing mushrooms. And psychedelic mushrooms. All kinds of mushrooms. So, anyway. Everything all right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what I found out, what I discovered was, after taking these things, speaking to my people, I said, Tanya, I can't believe the memory I'm getting. Already it was pretty darn good, but now I'm remembering 9 digits easily. So, exiting Route 66 pretty quick here. Oh, you lose your memory as you gain wisdom and years in your life. I'm like, really? Who are they? I don't know. I don't want to know them, but if they want some help, I can help them. Gain their memory. Keep a sharp mind. Amino acids, mushrooms, minerals, not just any minerals. Balanced minerals, trace minerals, definitely not minerals from GNC or some cheap minerals or vitamins. They're all from China. I can't associate with anybody who buys stuff from China. Poor choice. Very bad vibe and very bad quality. As far as I'm concerned, if I ingest anything from China, it is considered poisoning, sinful to me. Forget everybody else, but I should not put that in my system because I don't know what it is. I don't know how healthy it is. And from what I know, when I've been in China, trading with them and talking with them, taking money and giving money to them, not a single word meant much. There was a lot of smiles. A lot of smiles. Let me see, there's a song called Smiling Faces sometimes. So, you know the rest of that song. And that is an entire culture. So I exited the country. I won't do business with the country. I do admit that some things that are left over were created in China, but created by hands that really needed the job that they have. There are people there that are persecuted and pressured and they're not free. It's not really their fault because they way it is. This is how you do it, and that's the only way you can do it. If you don't do it this way, well, you learn very young about big sticks and pain. But there are some people that can handle that, and they come out and they tell you the truth of what's going on there. So that's enough of that. But getting back to the things that work for you, that give you energy. And so 𝗣𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿 always talking about these mushrooms. So I go buy them. I try them. I buy them. I try them. And then all of a sudden I'm like, gosh, what's going on here? And the only thing that really changed was I started taking these 7 or 8 different kinds of mushrooms every day. Not a lot, but enough. And magic. You could say they're magical mushrooms. So I think now I'm at the next stop. But you can see this road goes on and on. That way is all lakes. All that way is lakes. But there's lakes all around here. So this is a long video, but I just haven't done any videos for months really. And I got inspired when I was downtown Inverness when I saw that banner, that little flag hanging that said home of the free. Really struck a chord. Really struck a chord that we do live in the home of the free. And I would ask every single one of you, don't let it be any other way. No matter what's going on, don't listen to the people that want to control you. Just listen to your heart, your soul. Do the right things to stay well. And use your common sense. More beautiful, beautiful views. So, I think there's probably another 15 miles in front of me, maybe more. I never saw where this trail ends, but I went to a bicycle shop. There's bicycle shops along the trail here. As I say, this used to be a railroad. But it's a bicycle trail, walking trail. No horses, no motor vehicles. And I thought I wanted to ride on the regular road where the cars came. There's not many. But I really like this pathway. So open and free. And the funny thing is, when I go by the big open waters, the big lakes, and I take a big whiff, yeah, it's lake water, fresh lake water. It's not the salty sea, Karen. Not the beautiful salty sea. But it's okay. It's another dimension in life to be experienced, enjoyed, and put in the book of experiences and adventures. I never know where I'm going to end up. And it's always good. Always good. There's a smoke shop out here. 𝗲𝗲𝘁𝗲𝗿. And there's a gift shop. A very nice nice establishment over there. Gift shop. Homemade ice cream. It's way out in, well, way out. 5 miles from town. But 5 miles from that town is way out. Nice, quiet area. So, I've got just maybe another mile to go. And I just wanted to share an update and share this amazing beauty. Forest everywhere. I mean, this doesn't really look like Florida, the Florida that you see, right? Sandy beaches, palm trees. Big hotels, sandy beaches, trees. Estates too, like Palm Beach and a lot. But this is the unknown Florida, kind of. I mean, there's some nice places here. People are friendly. Kind of close to each other. So we get that southern spirit here. Right there. Lakes everywhere. So I live just on the other side of those trees. For the moment, till I get back to Thailand. So add another page to the book of adventure. So everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll be doing a few more videos here and there as we become freer and more open and out and about with our lives, because it's springtime and summer and the holidays coming. Memorial Day, it's the beginning of summer. It's time to live. Be free and not be fearful. It's really not that bad. They got us. Well, they don't got me. They had me for about 6 weeks because I didn't have the numbers. I didn't have the numbers. Nobody had the numbers, and I was very concerned too. Because who knows? Who knows? But now we know. So there is only one thing to do. Move forward positively. And if you have an inkling, you have a desire to stay positive and hop off some of the less than useful stuff, repetitious, argumentative stuff, hop on Posts for Positivity. That's a Facebook page that I put out for everyone to go to post what you want to post for positivity. Keep the focus. So this is where I get off. I want you all to have a good evening. I will. I'm heading down the road to the lake and back to all the birds in my woods here. Love you all and have a wonderful evening. Keep it up. Find the upside. No matter what's going on, find the upside.